Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Longhorns' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it out. It's Hutchinson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense will get the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously a defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air, it's Finley. They're bringing heat. He's right on target. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. He rifles one deep down the right side. As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rights and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy. Oftentimes, you're re-recruiting your own players and trying to keep the wolves at bay, and the phone calls that are coming in from other programs trying to steal your guys. It is not easy, probably as difficult as it's ever been, David, to be a head coach now with the transfer portal.
It is, and think about players, man. If I'm not happy, if I'm not getting the run I want, like, I can just leave. I can go somewhere else. I can get paid by another opportunity. So I think players always having their eyes to that portal, looking at a better destination, makes it miserable for coaches.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The Longhorns offense will take the field for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Ewers. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And the Longhorns will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. It's Young.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's second down. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Now that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field, and they just couldn't hook up on that one.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And they get the sack, but they knew it was a pass. You go nickel, you're bringing more speed on the field, more DBs. You let the pass rush eat. Everybody communicates, right? Like you understand by... tendency, they're throwing the football. Nice job by the defense understanding what the offense was trying to do.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Correct.
And he's got it inside the 35. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
On the run, it's Hampton. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting on this block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hilltopper.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. The Longhorns. Back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. The throw. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
That's just not the start you're expecting to see from this guy. Obviously, it's a big game. There's a lot of pressure. The crowd is loud, but we've seen 2 drops in the first quarter from this guy. He's got to crank it up.
Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to pass, it's Ewers. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll bring it back. It's Hutchinson. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Touchdown, Toppers. What a catch and run for 6.
Western Kentucky.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away.
Texas.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Ewers. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide out in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Golden. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Makes the catch. It's held. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He'll take a shot. And he's got it! Touchdown, Longhorns!
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. He wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. unloads to the wideout. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Fires to the right. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on third down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick six.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He's got it, and they convert. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Finley. Gets open down the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. They're trailing by just 4 to Wyoming. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got it in the middle. It's golden. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Dropping back, it's Ewers. They're trying to get to him. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This is a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Bringing it back, it's Hutchinson. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misfire now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He caught it! Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Absolute shank. Missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but then he also has the Jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Wants to throw. It's Ewers. Pocket starts to collapse. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse.
Big plays on special teams always ignite the fans. Everybody gets jacked up. It gives you a little shot in the arm. And a lot of times offensive coordinators want to take advantage and call deep shots right after.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. And man, David, you couldn't ask for any better starting field position than this.
This is as good.
Touchdown, WKU. And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, he missed it. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm. Someone's going to have to step up and make the play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Finds his tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, this defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how done. Front. They have done such a good job recruiting D linemen, linebackers, guys that can blitz. They've got speed. They've found guys in the portal. They've recruited guys out of high school, and they are just eating right now.
The Longhorns will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. On the move, it's Hutchinson. He gets a block. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Using his legs, it's Baxter. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Got a lot of running room. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way.
Oh, right through his fingers. He muffed it. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Dropping back, it's Fenley. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Throws to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The aerial assault continues. Got his man downfield. Goes upstairs. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense.
Touchdown, Toppers! And the stomping has commenced. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Oh, it's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Notre Dame is running away with this one today, thanks to an offense that is more than waking up the echoes. They're up by 27 over Army. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Bond. On the move at the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They've been running it, but now the pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Golden. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Wide receiver shows motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bond. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Longhorns look to do some damage in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Ewers. Coming after, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. The offense starts with a short field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They move the tight end all over. Quick handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's in. Coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. And the route is on.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and he's got to be happy about that after missing a pair. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Texas.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in cover.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure.
He's going to throw deep right side. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. At the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play.
Touchdown, WKU! And the punishment has been extended.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Texas offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Yeah, this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Dropping back, it's Ewers. Pressure coming. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. He's
got it on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Trying to get to it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they're able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Gets it out fast. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Hilltoppers moving quickly to the line. On 2nd and goal, they give it to him again. See if he's got a nose for the goal line. Touchdown, Hilltoppers! And the beatdown has ensued.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good. It put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Texas.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a...
Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns decide to punt it away.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. And that is how we will wrap this one up. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Columbus, Ohio. Ohio Stadium just oozes tradition and history, and somehow the intensity is magnified when they turn on the lights to open another season for the Ohio State Buckeyes. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hilltoppers offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
He's going to run it. At the 35, he's loose. The expressway is wide open. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really... And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. And the Hilltoppers come to the line in the hurry-up. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. Just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
Looking down the middle. He's got it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. So Ohio State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
The play-action fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And all defenses talk about in sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
They're bringing heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for a block. It's Hutchinson. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Looking to throw, it's Finley. Throwing right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Feeling some heat. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football.
Afterburners coming. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Hilltoppers in the hurry up. They'll go back to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
He's got his man. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get...
And he'll finish the run! Touchdown, Topper!
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, John.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
The give on the inside. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And they got him for the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the return, it's Hutchinson. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last...
Going for it all. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, it's Finley. They're trying to get to him. Stands in and takes the hit. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First down to start the drive after the break. He'll just keep slinging it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Looking for the score. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead's extended a little further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up.
And Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll bring it back. It's Hutchinson. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. To the air, it's Finley. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Oh, no good. After the missed field goal, this lead's still sitting at 13. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Tipped ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Scott. And he's brought down after a nice gain. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. He'll come out throwing on first down. The short hands, it's Smith. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass, it's Howard. Gets it out quickly. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Getting some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Fires to the wideout. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback.
And it's blocked. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. And that's why, as a defense, you want to keep everything in front, make them run another play. Maybe they'll make a mistake, and they did.
Yeah, you're right, Reese. You got to stop the bleeding. You just got to get hats to the football. And this is a defense right now that's flying around, and they're trying to create opportunities for their offense. Did a great job there.
And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Going for it all. He's got it on the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Looking to go up top on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. But where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just a few... Here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run it out of the shotgun. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. To the air, it's Howard. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out they're inside the horseshoe.
And the Hilltoppers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high rate.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Throws to the wideout. grabbed over the middle. It's Ibuka. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Hey, nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it right on his guy.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Coming after it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He fires a bullet to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit.
He's looking deep. And he's got it inside the 20. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Power ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, WKU.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up 14 over the Sharks. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. We'll repeat the... This time, the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab down the left side. Running toward the tape. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Play action on first down. He makes a grab, and he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Fast motion from the offense. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my core.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. The officials to have another look at the monitor using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he muffs it. It's loose. On the move from inside his 5. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
On the run, it's Young. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right?
He unleashes a long one. Snags it on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late.
A shot toward the end zone. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
They want to see if they can score the Duke.
Double. White 94, Snyder.
Trying to barge their way in. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
To the air, it's Howard. They're bringing him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
The Hilltoppers have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Toppers! And the pummeling has started.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David,
they cough it up near their own goal line. And the offense back on top of it. That's going to be a safety, but trust me, that could have been much, much worse.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week at practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. Running it back, it's Jefferson.
The return is tackled down at the 31.
First down here for the offense.
We'll take over. First and 10.
He's going to pass. He turns that loose down the right side.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage.
He's going for it all. And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
The offense down to the 22 on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Tate. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. First and goal for the offense. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. The defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. But listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Looking downfield, it's Howard. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. The offense set for a first down play. He'll start this drive firing. He's got the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Hilltoppers want to move quickly. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Leaves it with the running back. Tackled after picking up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Hilltoppers will have it 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he is
No gain.
Immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality.
A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take another shot here. Grabs it inside the 10. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He slings it deep to the left. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Going for 6. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. And the stomping has commenced.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Pushes ahead. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
Some running backs just have a nose for the end zone. That guy did a great job there in the 2-point play, running that one in.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it first and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Judkins. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. On second down, they'll take to the air. Feeling some heat. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. Back to throw, it's Howard. They're trying to get to him. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. One win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much firepower, just too much explosiveness on offense, great defense. What a tremendous win.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Western Kentucky's offense will start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
To throw, it's Finley. He's going to go for a big one. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be up. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete.
He wants to go deep. And he's got it inside the 25. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, WKU. You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing, it's another thing. Great start for the offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Georgia's offense will have its first possession of the game. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. It's back. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Pocket starts to collapse. Just a little off. Incomplete. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Carl.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Buys a little time with his feet. And it's caught inside the 15. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Going up top on 1st down. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're going to throw it again. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Hilltopper.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
He's got great speed. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. And the Hilltoppers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Topper. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly putting the Buckeye leaves on those helmets just yet. This is a tight one in Columbus. They're up by 7 over Western Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops the throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
A 10-yard loss on the play. Fourth down coming up. Number 92 on to kick it away.
That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats.
21, Georgia, 0.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. On the return, it's Hutchinson. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Fenley. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it inside the 15. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
On second down, wants to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Etienne. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them, and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Looking to pass. It's Finley. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The Hilltoppers will hustle to the line. He wants to throw it again. Unloads it left. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And the Hilltoppers will try to pin them back. Oh, trickeration. He's throwing it. Looking left. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. Have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. It's caught downfield. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
29 Philly. 2-9.
They'll throw it on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Now the play fake. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Georgia lining up to punt it away.
Number 92 on to punt it away.
Running it back, it's Hutchinson. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. To the air on first down. Now improvising. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Touchdown, WKU. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. Oh, and he hit the upright. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Just about set to kick it away. Just on. Off. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward. But let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, men. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Athens. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a fright.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sack.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? Touchdown, Hilltoppers. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead.
And your defense just came away with a huge scoop and score, so you try to capitalize on the momentum boost. You go for 2, and you get it. Nice job.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the tight end. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again, looking for a productive play on 1st down. The give to the tailback. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Hilltoppers are in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air.
Man, who says you...
Gonna take a shot. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Finley. Fires on the move. Got a wide open receiver. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long.
Touchdown, Toppers! And the route is on. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle. It's Bell.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
They're going to run it. And the Dogs get enough to move the chains.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Caught in the backfield. It's dealt.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Beck. Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Coming after him. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
Georgia sends out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets it away from his own end zone. He gets a block. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field? On display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. And the punishment has been extended.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And he doinks it off the left upright. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. TCU is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up by 25 over the Coyotes.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive.
We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, we'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They're in command of this game. Now it fires into traffic. Picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Line gets set. First down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Trying to get to him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on a screen.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Looking for a block. It's Sims.
The return is brought down at the 40. And the Western Kentucky
Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of time those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people, and you can tell it didn't mean a lot to this team, and that's why they came out and pulled the upset.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's why you play the games. This team knew they had to come out. They were going to have to put their best foot forward in order to get the W. They did just that. They're talented. They're obviously motivated. I can't wait to see how they follow this up in their next game.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to the all-new recruiting system in EA Sports College Football 25. Our new recruiting system follows a three-stage recruiting process. Stage 1, add a player to your recruiting board. Once they are there, you can select actions to gain intel on what they value when it comes to committing to a school. Selecting actions also helps to get on a recruit's radar and can move you into their top schools. Once you're in a recruit's top 5, Stage 2 commences, allowing you to pitch to a player on the things your school does well that they value. If you're having trouble finding interests that match, try to use the sway mechanic to get a recruit to change their mind. Finally, when a recruit is ready, Stage 3 is all about you closing on the recruit. It's at this point you can host the recruit on campus, allowing you to focus on specific school strengths in an effort to get a verbal commitment from the recruit before signing day.